used to be with the, oh man, get out of my way! He was the Hillbilly show.
Who's that up there? Luke Duke.
Huh? He was Luke Duke. He's interviewing him. What's his name?
I can't remember.
The Duke? The Dukes of Hazzard?
I can't see.
Jerry and company seem a little stumped.
Well, I haven't seen that.
Do you know who that was?
My age.
Tom Lopez. That's who that was.
You didn't
I knew
remember
that.
Tom. How about this one, Jerry?
Dixie's here. I think she's the most popular guest.
The night's getting ready to end for Jerry and friends who've seen the stars. A night just beginning for Dixie Carter.
Who wants glitz and glamour, swimming pools, movie stars? What's your pleasure? The Barnstable Brown Bash or a 12-pack of Bud and the Boisterous outside the Downs?
Here we go, fellas. Back down Central.
I'll take Roger and the Raucous Rogues.
Say rolling, rolling, rolling.
Rolling down Central. And speaking of rogues, obviously the alcohol is kicking in. Friday night's all right for fighting, unless you bang bongos.
Yo, hope that you enjoy the show, but before you go, I'd like you to know I'm really poor and I need some dough.
He needs some dough, and Roger?
Oh, God.
Look at these facilities.
After he's inside, his cousin shakes him up.
There you go.
It's nasty. It's nasty. I'd rather go up here beside a tree somewhere or something.
If you think the party on Central is all drunks and disorderly conduct, think again. There's scholarly debate.
Tastes great. Let's do it.
Tastes great.
Let's do it.
Tastes great.
Let's do it.
Tastes great.
It ain't Budweiser. Tastes like...
There are big dogs, and don't forget the bongo player.
And if you think that I'm nice, come back and tip me twice.
And Roger, he and his friends are soaked.
Here we go, pouring down raining. Another pitiful day on Central.
Pitiful, pathetic. That's why the men and women in white hats are here. Maybe they'll save a soul on Central.
Lift him up for the world to see.
What's happening here? Is this Central Avenue?
Get in the house! A little mellow to what it was last year, man. Last year it was buck wild.
That was then, this is now.
Anybody have any idea what time it is?
Yep, it's time to call it a night. Silent night, holy night? Hardly.
One last thing I should tell you all, that united we stand, divided we fall.
Jimmy, where is Trisha Barnstable? Do you know?
The search is on for Dixie Carter to find the hostess of the party.
Let's see, we ought to be, oh my goodness, is this a big party?
That's not going to stop her.
Okay, Rachel, here we go.
The dancing, dining, and crowds may make it tough to find her. There are also a few stops on the way.
Raymond Smith. How do you do, Raymond? Yes. She is at that table on the first level.
Pressing ahead, Dixie Carter finds her target.
Another year. Here we are. I love
This
you.
girl. I can love you. Beautiful note. This is the most of everything yet. We've been watching Channel 11. We love it. We've been watching nothing else. All day and all night.
She was watching the Oaks coverage. She can't wait to see the Derby. She's seen it several times before.
So tell you hello.
There are a lot of people who think this is the most exciting event in the sports, period. And what do you think? I don't have any reason to disagree with it.
All the stars are here for the big race. She gets to chat with James Earl Jones and his wife. Carter once starred on Broadway with him. But tonight, the talk is horses.
Tabasco cat.
The party keeps going, but Dixie Carter starts to wind down. She'll leave by 11 to go call her husband, actor Hal Holbrook.
I'm worse than Cinderella.
No pumpkin coach for this Cinderella, though. A police officer leads her out.
You all are so beautiful.
But first, a goodbye to all the children who performed at the Diamond Derby Gala. And a final goodbye to the fans still lining the streets, waiting for a glimpse of the stars.
Thank you for coming. Welcome to Louisville. Happy Derby, Dixie.
And don't forget, Dixie, you promised to meet us tomorrow at gate 17.
Later on Derby 120, more than 24 hours, the perfect view.
We see the starting gate right there. It's great.
Imagine seeing the Derby in person and never leaving your house. But first, what would it be like to be a jockey for a Kentucky Derby horse? This jockey gets ready for the ride of his life.
She always was the one who'd understand when I'd
20, more than 24 hours on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
Thank you.
In a few hours, he'll be climbing aboard Longshot, Mahogany Hall, and taking a grab at racing fame. For bettors, that's just measured one race at a time, and there's several more first for this 23-year-old Willie Martinez.
I ride 6 horses today, so I just got to play, one at a time. And just leave the big race behind for a little while and not think about it right now, because I've been thinking about the big race for months already. You don't have to send it. He's always
usually here, because he's going to do it all on his own anyway.
Some last-minute instructions. They come with every race, but maybe this time, something he'll call on later when he mounts up for the biggest ride of his life.
It's my first Derby mount, and the feeling is no way to describe. And there's a lot of riders that they rode for years and never got to run in a Derby race, in the Derby. I wouldn't have that much trouble with him. He can run. He still don't know what he's doing. He can run. He's a strong, big old horse.
It's been 6 years since he took a gamble at the young age of 17 and left his native Puerto Rico for the States, hoping to make it as a jockey. 6 years rising to become a leading rider at Florida tracks and gaining a growing number of fans here.
Good luck today. Thank you.
Attaboy, Willie.
I broke right behind you guys there. Ooh. So.
He's but hours away now from a date with destiny, but first will come a reminder of why he tried so hard.
All right, here we go. Say diploma.
Horsing around a week before graduation, college buddies about to take on the infield.
So has it been kind of busy today?
They wouldn't tell us what was really in those Pepsi bottles, and security didn't ask.
We're going to the infield.
We're going there.
All right, we're having fun. We are. We're having fun.
The mayor of the infield greets his guests.
Who's going to win? The Derby race. It's a little early. I'm still working on race number 1 now,
Half the group goes to bet, the others find a sweet spot on the third turn.
Yeah, I think we got a good spot here. It's we won't be able to see obviously the whole race, but a good spot, a good nice corner shot here would be good. Yeah, I think this will be good. This will work out well.
No chairs, no umbrellas, no extra clothing in case it gets cold, no cups, nothing important. We brought everything that you don't need for the Derby.
Ice cold mint juleps.
How much are you asking for one?
$5.25.
Secretary.
Ice cold mint juleps.
I'd have to keep her. Juleps, how are the mint juleps?
Well, it's not the best drink I've ever had, but...
Not far away, a giant jockey struts his silks. Fat Day is a big favorite. And a bunch of airheads make a balloon brigade on the infield.
All right, here we go.
Nice hat, but it won't help when the rain hits.
Dollar bag, stay dry. Dollar bag, stay dry. Need it, dollar bag. Well worth it.
Trash bags for a trashed infield.
They say that the track is sloppy. I don't know. I think the infield is a lot sloppier, right? To be honest with you, a lot sloppier.
I like it. I guess we could call it hedonism if it was sunny.
But our college buddies keep a sunny outlook under an umbrella.
Oh, it's clear enough. You can tell.
Yeah, I think it should be clear any minute now.
Their neighbors aren't so sure. They fold up camp.
You guys are giving up?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're going home. It's too wet.
Too much rain.
Too wet.
Who will be left when it really gets ugly? Stick around and see if our friends stick it out.
Liz!
Too squirrely. Shirley going garden east. Where's your
Thank you.
They call her Early Shirley. She's a pari-mutuel clerk, and before the day is out, she will have handled thousands upon thousands of dollars that don't belong to her. Shirley Bliss has been selling tickets for the last 20 Derby days.
1027.
Hours before the windows open, each clerk picks up a stool and a pouch holding $175. And then for Shirley, it's on to window number 1027 to wait for the bettors, without whom there would be no downs, no Derby at all.
All right, be $25. Who you like in the Derby? I just enjoy it. You know, I enjoy the people, I enjoy the crowd, and I mean, it's not really that hard to keep track of the bets when the people come, as long as they're saying the right thing. Sometimes they don't, you know, and it gets confusing sometimes.
I get a $2 bet 3-part wheel.
Okay.
I'd like all with 10 and 6.
Okay.
$2 bet 3-part wheel.
Seeing a lot of my friends that come out here and bet, and they win, and it makes me happy to see that.
$2 to place for number 2, and $2 to show for number 7.
The first 7 races of the day go off without a hitch for Shirley Bliss, despite a new computer system. Bets have been coming in, payoffs going out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
The weather, you see, doesn't affect the traffic here at window 1027. And after a mid-afternoon lunch break, it'll be time to head down the home stretch to betting on the Derby itself.
All the way from New Jersey to bet $5 across on Brocco in the Derby.
Grandstand and infield tickets only at this gate.
They have grandstand tickets, but they have no idea how to get there.
We've got to get up here and find our seats.
6 friends for more than 30 years. Derby number 1. They came from Kansas City to Kentucky they came.
Go around this mesh fence and go down that walkway right there.
Okay.
Somewhere in between Millionaire's Row and the infield lies the grandstands. It's home mostly to the upper middle class.
Dale, do you know where we're going?
The Radkeys, Mormons, and Goshas would feel right at home if they could ever get there.
We're going to do the rain. The rain.
They got there, and it's all wet.
Millie, here, sit on this coat now. Here.
They're soaked. There's no shelter here, and perhaps they're located just a little too close to the loud throngs of people headed into the infield. Yet these seats go for a pretty penny. How much? Churchill Downs originally sold these tickets for $79.95 a piece. Our group from Kansas City doesn't want us to tell you how much they paid for them.
But hey, they're from Kansas City. They're never going to see this. $800 a piece. That's what they paid to sit here. Yeah, they have money. They flew up here on their own jet. And now it's time to try to make more money. A quick scan of the horoscopes.
Stephanie, what are you?
I'm Virgo, like Millie.
And minutes later, predictions of luck do come true. Stephanie Gosha goes back and forth and then back again to the ticket counter before finally realizing she's a winner.
That is pretty exciting. That means both of my tickets won. Look, Guy. Look, Matt. This is awesome. That's what I'm thinking.
She's always like that. She takes people sledding and drives them into snowdrifts.
She drives a 4-wheeler, and she just,
But a little later, the rain pouring down, their luck runs dry. Our friends from Casey, Missouri, the show me state, are shown the way right out of there. They were sitting in the wrong seats. Later, we'll see if they really do have seats in the grandstands or if it's standing room only.
At Perkins Chrysler Plymouth, we've proven for 48 years that we can compete in this jungle called the car business. That's why we're proud to have been selected as the area's only Chrysler Plymouth dealer to win the coveted award for excellence. To celebrate for a limited time, you can own one of these beautiful 1994 Chrysler LHS sedans for as little as $394 a month, with financing available at a very low 1.9%. There you have it, world-class sedan, award-winning dealership, and an offer that can't be beat.
Problem. Your neighbors are getting a little tired of loaning you their tools. Solution? Go to Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse, because Lowe's knows you need the right tool for every job. That's why we always have the best selection of power and hand tools, the best brands, the tools the professionals use, all at the guaranteed lowest price. So where can you go to get just what you need?
Bob, it's me.
Lowe's, because Lowe's knows tools.
It's Big Doings time in Louisville, and your Taylor Drugstore is celebrating with double big photo savings. First, standard size double prints are only $1.99 a roll for 12 exposures. Or get standard size double prints, 24 exposure roll for only $4.79 a roll.
These double prints are perfect for sharing all the big excitement of the season. But hurry, it's a limited time offer.
Get double big photo savings now at Taylor.
Your sure bet for photo processing.
You know, I think I finally figured out these fast food value meals. You can get a burger and a large drink and a large fries, or 2 cheeseburgers with a 1 ounce smaller drink and a medium fries. But the 2 cheeseburgers are the equivalent in meat quantity to 1 cheeseburger at another place, where you get 1 ounce more drink and a large fries. So for about $1, you get about 5 more fries.
You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure out where the best value is in fast food. With a combo meal for just $1.89, Rally's has the lowest average check of any major hamburger chain.
You're watching a special presentation, Derby 120, more than 24 hours, on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
Remember this? If you decide to hit someone with your best shot on Central Avenue, if you're drunk or disorderly,
And once you take that camera,
they haul you away. And after a fun-filled night behind bars, you join the parade of stars at the Hall of Justice.
You're here for arraignment purposes only. We're going to enter a plea of guilty or a plea of not guilty for you.
They're all here, including the guy who doesn't like cameras.
Subject observed throwing beer on passerby.
And he isn't alone.
You're charged with carrying a concealed deadly weapon, disorderly conduct, and alcohol intoxication, and admitted to drinking a lot of beer.
Those are the crimes they commit on Central, minor crimes. And it's mostly men who misbehave, though there are a few women.
The above subject offered to put a lotion, hot chocolate cream on.
It's a prostitution charge.
Yeah, you stay in jail until $104 is posted.
$104? Ouch. If you do the crime, though, you pay the fine. And remember,
ignorance is not a defense.
Rain or shine, they arrive in style.
How y'all doing? Just fine, thank you. Come packed in there, don't you? Yeah, we sure do.
Hand over the Mercedes to an eager valet.
Be Frank. There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Churchill Downs in the Kentucky Derby.
And join the parade of umbrellas to the clubhouse gate. Not all the big execs have box seats, so they end up here at the Marquee Village, a place where CEOs can play with all the comforts of the office.
Thank you, ma'am.
You have to know somebody to get through this gate. But once you're in, take a picture, shine your shoes. After all, it's on the company. With the spires in sight, the business crowd sets its side on boozing, schmoozing, and gambling.
Charlie, I've got a small puddle in front of tent 1. Could you get Ray to come over and squeegee it? Wait, I see him. I'll get him.
Sherry Johnson doesn't have time to schmooze. Always on the two-way, always on the run. Sherry moves from problem to problem. Her every conversation interrupted.
WHAS has requested they have brought in a TV and have their own program, and they now need it hooked up.
I'll talk to John. I think we could probably handle that.
Interrupted by another problem to solve.
Also, Martine, we need a window open in 1032.
Sherry runs the Marquee Village, overseeing a staff of 300. As mayor of this small town,
have you got a problem?
It's Sherry's job to keep her constituents happy. No easy task on this damp Derby day.
This is very scary. Clouds coming in.
While villagers trade their handshakes, business cards, and racing tips, Sherry makes plans for a downpour.
I think post time is 5:31 or something. We want people to have time to go get their winnings, and then it can rain. Right, then it can rain.
But leaky skies may be the one problem Sherry Johnson can't solve with fast talk and a two-way.
Right over there, man. There's a spot.
It's early Saturday morning, and this Michigan bunch marks the 10th year of a Derby tradition.
There we got her.
For $30 a ticket, they secure a prime spot at the terrace. You can't beat it. This group gets pressed against the fence for a fantastic view at the first turn.
It's a once-a-year holiday. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
They even manage to smuggle in the booze. They get away with it every year. Jack Atkins and the others, though, won't give out their secret.
I wouldn't miss it. We missed it. We missed 1 year out of the last 10 years, I think, and it was because we had a wedding and we were standing up, and they were going to be standing up in our wedding, so it was kind of tough to back out of.
All right.
Marie Atkins brings out what the ladies know matters most on Derby Day, the hat.
It's time to bet.
Okay, Babs, you just watch me. It's a lucky day today.
It's also a long day, but Ken Jones and his cohorts keep busy.
Well, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Right! I actually make money. I don't believe it.
But here comes the rain. Time to turn the blanket into a tent. Time to watch the track turn into a mud bowl. But that's okay. Luck is on the side of the Michigan 5.
Winning all these exactas is getting kind of boring, you know?
God, it's so bad!
The weather sure could be a whole lot better, but this is only one of 2 times they all get together each year, so Derby Day is always great. But the big race is getting close.
Jonesy, go for a gin.
But before the race, this bunch gets in tune for the tear-jerking tradition.
800 service can help a small business grow.
Special presentation, Derby 120, more than 24 hours, on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
Let them all through. We got parking spaces down here.
Forget about making bets. The neighbors near Churchill Downs know about making money.
$3, 2 for 5. Derby shirts, umbrellas, right here.
I'm selling these donuts for $4.
How much money did you make?
About $2,000.
Roses sell themselves. Parking people have to be pushy.
Half a block. So rain.
You can yell, you can growl, you can be pathetic, or just plain polite.
Need parking?
But the best way to fill your lot, have a house on Central Avenue. Park cars in back, watch the track in front.
Come on, Saratoga!
And oh, what a view. Do you ever think about charging people to come up here? I mean, I think you'd make a mint.
Probably, but I'd be afraid who'd we get up here. They might be kind of crazy.
So the Higgins family has a private perch. They're so close to the start, even the jockeys know they're there.
Before the race, we'll holler at them, and, they'll acknowledge us by tipping their whip to us and things like that. So, yeah, they can see us.
Sometimes the Higgins see more than they want.
Seen a few good fights.
What kind of comments do you get from people down below?
Jump. They like to yell jump, and they want to know if we can see the Derby.
Yes, they can, and they have plenty to bet with. It's that quick cash they earn parking cars.
Well, everybody sees it as easy money.
But today it wasn't so easy for some others selling on Central. How does this rain affect your business?
Oh, it's killing it. I'm not making anything out here. I'm having to slash my prices down as low as possible.
19, 20, 22.
Raincoats sell by the dozen, but these aren't the customers they wanted.
Raincoat or this. Shirts, forget about it.
The rain is another reason the Higgins are here, on the porch when it pours, then to the roof when it's dry, and when it's time for the big race.
Do you ever worry about people falling off if you get too excited? We've come close.
In this family, if you learn to keep your balance, you get a millionaire's view on less than an infielder's budget.
Okay, it's Derby Day. It's 1:35 now. Dixie said she'd be here 5 minutes ago. I don't see her anywhere. Maybe the rain has something to do with it. We're looking for her. Don't see her. Not yet. Have you seen Dixie Carter yet?
Not yet, but I'm still looking for her also.
Have you seen Dixie Carter yet?
I don't know. Oh, sorry, I cannot speak English.
Have you seen Dixie Carter?
No.
Have you looked for her?
I don't even know who Dixie Carter is.
Designing Women, Julia.
No.
No? Still don't know?
No.
So you would know if you saw her?
No.
Okay.
Is that you?
No.
Okay.
Where's Dixie?
Dixie's up on a turf terrace.
We missed her. How'd she get here without us seeing her?
We walked right by you.
Why didn't you holler?
I didn't see you, really. But I'll take you up there to her.
So the trek begins, but our trek ends early when we try to go in the front entrance. We can't go in this way, only the stars, right?
You need to go through 117 to 16 or 18, but you're blocking the way, so please.
Okay, so we need to get out of the way. The back way it is. Now we're on Millionaire's Row. She's got to be here somewhere.
She's down that way in a pink outfit with a cream hat, and I believe her father's wearing it.
Remind me what your name is.
Yep, we missed her out front. She's already up here signing autographs and posing for pictures for fans and taking some pictures herself of her dad. Oh yeah, the reason why she's here, horse racing.
That's the best part about coming, is just seeing these beautiful creatures running like that and so close to them.
Then it's time for the big show and the big song. And the horses take the field. It's time for Dixie Carter to place her bet and make her pick for Derby 120.
To go with Stroke's Creek. I mean, live or die, I'm going with Mr. Winningham.
Next on Derby 120, more than 24 hours. Getting dirty, drunk, and delirious in the infield.
On a rainy night, I love to hear the thunder, watch the lightning as it lights up the sky.
Our college friends are left singing in the rain, and later, meet the man who has to remember all those horses' names.
Through on the rail, Powers Castle Run.
What would you expect for $7.99?
2 minutes in sports. But from its inception well over a century ago, the Kentucky Derby has been an epic story in the making. Now, with the acclaimed release of the Run for the Roses home video, available through these retail outlets, you can witness the inspiring story of this American classic told in its entirety, destined to become both a collector's treasure and sure family favorite. From start to thundering finish, the Run for the Roses is a winning performance your heart will applaud each and every time you see it.
You're watching a special presentation, Derby 120, more than 24 hours, on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
I love a rainy night, such a beautiful sight. I love to feel the rain on my face.
Just about every body part gets hit by rain and covered with mud on the infield. You know what she's about to do, but if you were hoping to see it, you should have been there.
The things I've seen in the infield are amazing. It's just naked people, people fighting, mud fighting, people doing things in the bathrooms. Very strange.
Let's dance. The rain is done. Wring out your blanket and warm up your horse.
The wind kicks up now, and so do the sloppy infielders.
It's, well, I mean, it's great if you're a pig, I guess, but other than that, I don't...
It's bigger than I thought. A lot more people than I thought. I thought weather might keep some people away, but a lot of people here, and people from all over the place, I thought maybe local, but no, people from all over the country are here, so that was kind of surprising.
All right, here's what happened.
Another surprise just before the big race. They accidentally bet on the wrong horse.
Southern, we thought that was Tabasco Cat. We thought 9 was it. No, 9 is Rhythm. Southern Rhythm. Southern Rhythm is 9.
The Southern Rhythm of my old Kentucky home never made it to this part of the infield. They waited for it.
But we didn't get a chance to hear it, so we're thinking about singing on our own, but we don't know about that. Kind of sad we missed that tradition.
They watched the warm-up on the big screen. The horses galloped by, headed for the starting gate, Derby 120.
It's here. And we partied, so we're ready for the race.
At last check, our friends from Kansas City were homeless, booted from what they thought were their $800 apiece grandstand seats. Finally, they did find their very own seats, but even wetter than before, they lasted here for only about 20 minutes. No, they're not in Kansas anymore, so it's time to get creative. They commandeer an empty and dry box seat, but guess what? Minutes later, the owners of these seats show up, and they're booted out again.
Anything we can to stay dry, that's right.
Including sitting in other people's seats.
Making new friends. Making new friends is the way we like to put it. We want sunshine.
Now, for those of you keeping track, this is seat change number 3. Our group from Kansas City is now standing in the dry aisles after being booted from their borrowed box. The grandstands, it appears, may not be so grand at all as they wait for that to go away. This isn't quite how cigar-chewing orthodontist Dick Radke had envisioned this trip.
You're looking at a winner.
Radke raises thoroughbreds himself and always said he'd never bring his family and friends to the Derby until he had one of his own horses racing. But at age 66, the Kansas City doctor says never, no more.
You know, I've had about everything else in life, and it'd be nice to win that. Now.
That would cap it.
That sure would, sure would. I saw last year a man 80-some years old won it, so that gives us all hope, doesn't it?
Well, how old are you?
I'm 66.
You got 14 years.
Yeah, that's...
At the race! You're at the race! We're all at the race!
There was a hint of sunshine as the horses entered the gates for the Derby. Suddenly, our friends from Kansas City weren't thinking there's no place like home.
Yeah, I dreamed about coming to the Kentucky Derby for many, many years.
Did it live up to it?
You bet, 100%.
It seems even before the big race was off, they were thinking there's no place like Churchill Downs and the grandstand.
As the raindrops fall, the run for cover begins. From a trickle to a trouncing, the sky's empty over the marquee village. The puddles are growing, the booze is flowing, and the business crowd is swimming.
Thank you.
Swimming in Derby dough. As the rain lets up, CEOs, VIPs, and Sherry Johnson get back to the business at hand. For Sherry, that means checking the tents, while others check the latest race on the monitor.
8 or 10. Gotta go wide or wide. 8 or 10. 8 or 10. Come on, 8 or 10.
That's all right. The Marquee Village is a place to greet old friends and meet potential clients. Tommy Burns, who has a multi-million-dollar company in town, is here compliments of Toyota, and he wouldn't trade in the tent for a trackside seat.
We was in a private tent. We can do what we want to. We can watch the, go up and bet when it's not so crowded. Then we can come back and sit and watch the race run right here. Then we can eat when we want to. We won't have to get in line for all that stuff.
Yes, being a somebody has its advantages. Even Coach Denny Crum needed help getting in.
I came in with my friends from Care Tender, so I guess you got to know somebody. But I guess I knew the right one.
As the day wears on, the business types light up, drink up, and turn their full attention to picking a Derby winner. After all, these folks run companies. The Run for the Roses should be an easy decision.
Everybody is really excited.
In the kitchen, Sherry Johnson's already picked her winner, the chef. A kiss for the cook, and she's off to get ready for the race.
I will find a tent where all of the people have gone into the downs. I will call in all the chefs and the kitchen staff, all the area managers, and we will all have a mint julep, and we will watch the race.
Cheers. Salud.
It's time to toast another Derby. Time to watch a piece of history before getting back to business.
If you don't come to 120, more than 24 hours on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
As Derby hour approaches, the pressure is building at window 1027.
I think I might have got something here.
$11.
I'm only down 7 after that race. Can't beat that.
Here, Shirley Bliss has seen the big winners and the big losers.
Some of them come up and they'll take change out of their pocket and say, this is all of it. I'm going to bet it on this to show, or I'm going to bet on this to win. Wish me good luck, so I wish them good luck.
That's kind of sad.
Yes, it is.
Box 2, 4.
There's nothing preventing a mutual clerk from placing his or her own bets on races. Shirley Bliss has already got her money down on Tabasco Cat in the big race.
You have to be real careful, you know, when you handle a lot of money. What I do is I try to skim, like when I get a lot of hundreds or 50s, I try to skim that down, or I try to skim the 20s, you know, because you can only get so much money in the boxes out here. Now I gotta get quarters.
At the moment the race begins, the computers shut down automatically. As the clock ticks down, the same as at the other 1,009 terminals at the Downs, there's not a torrent, but rather an eerie quiet for Shirley Bliss at window 1027.
I've been doing it for 20 years, and I just enjoy it. You know, I enjoy the people, I enjoy the crowd, and I mean, it's not really that hard.
I worked at the track when I was 15 on the weekend. I worked as an usher, wiping off seats.
Now, Mike Battaglia has the best seat in the house. The Kentucky native has horse racing's dream job. He's the track handicapper and the track announcer at Churchill Downs.
And welcome to the 120th Kentucky Derby.
You began calling the Kentucky Derby with a firm dog. Is it still a thrill for you after all these years, after starting on such a high point, the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, it is. It still is. That was a great way to start, and I have to admit I was a little bit nervous.
What has him worried today is the weather.
If I had my choice between having sunshine today or picking the Derby winner, I might take the sun.
Battaglia's booth is high and dry.
And they're off.
And from up here, he'll call all 10 races on Derby Day.
They're together.
And memorize the names of 100 horses.
Secret Mirage. Now by 3 lengths, shebang.
But in order to make the call for the Derby, Battaglia has to first be able to see the silks. And there are problems with the day's biggest race.
There's 2 blues that are pretty similar. It's Soul of the Matter and Bracco. You can see the blues are pretty similar.
Now with the mud out there, is everything going to be brown by the time it gets up there?
That's the problem. They turn them home, they're all brown.
And later on, Mike Battaglia will call the 120th Run for the Roses.
His victories finally helped him bring his family here from Puerto Rico 3 years ago, and now they're returning the favor. They're here to help him.
Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Bring it home, Willie. Come on, bring it home, baby. Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie.
He does well, great. If he finishes last, we'll still support him until the end. You know, we'll always be inspired by him.
Who's the most nervous in the game? His sister, and it sure paid off another race in the money for Willie Martinez.
All right, Willie. Good job, Willie. It's all right. We'll get him next time. The most exciting part is that my whole family is together for one reason, and that's for my brother's dream that just came true, you know. And it's just all of us are excited.
But now the time's approaching for Willie Martinez's biggest cheerleader to get ready. His mother saying a silent prayer. In a few moments, the big race will be at hand. Time to scream, only louder. Time to squeeze, only harder.
Next on Derby 120, more than 24 hours. See why the Kentucky Derby has earned the title Most Exciting 2 Minutes in Sports.
Holy shit, he's there! He's right there!
And they're off. Holy Bull was off a step slow. Breaking for the lead, Ulysses, Powers Castle, and on the inside. Nature, up on the outside, Go For Gin, Tabasco Cat. Holy Bull is in behind those horses. As they move forward the first turn, it's Ulysses ahead in front. Up on the outside, Go For Gin second. Through on the rail, Powers Castle.
Holy shit, in the lead!
As they move on to the back stretch, Go For Gin puts ahead in front, Ulysses second by a length. Powers Castle third ahead, Tabasco Cat fourth. Length for the back. On the inside, Go For Gin. As they move into the turn, Go For Gin. He leads it by a length and a half.
Come on with him! Come on,
There goes Bracco moving to the outside. Now he takes fourth. Tabasco Cat fifth. As they move into the stretch, it's Go For Gin. He's in front. Now has it 2 lengths. Powers Castle.
Lord, please help him out.
In the final furlong, it's all Go For Gin by 4. Strode's Creek into second. Nearing the wire, it's Go For Gin in front all the way. Then Strode's Creek, Go For Gin wins the Derby by 2 over Strode's Creek and Bloomin' Affair.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Go For Gin.
I think we had a wonderful time. We came here and we had a lot of fun, and we're going to come back next year. We're looking forward to it.
It was great. It was the best Derby I've ever had. I've been here for 4 years now. It was great.
The day went great. I didn't win, but it was fun anyway.
Awful. I didn't win nothing. But overall, it was pretty good.
With the exact and the trifecta, if it pays like I'm hoping, and the parking, it looks like it could be a $2,000 weekend.
Derby Day is a great day for me, you know. I always have a great time during the day. I loved Holy Bull. Very disappointed that he didn't win.
Go For Gin.
You know what? I'm going to get you. I'm going to meet you. We're coming back here next. That's it. That guy right there.
Win or lose, it's a great day.
This has been Derby 120, more than 24 hours. A presentation of Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11.